Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of very useful things to access on Breeze. First, you'll find your icon on your phone. Click that. Sometimes it takes a little while to load. There we go. Now, firstly, let's say we have a prayer request or some sort of notification that might need to be sent. We can click on Tags. Select the group that you want to receive these notifications. So here you have a list of all of the tags. You'll see we have children's ministries, elders, if the elders just need to be made aware of something, active visitors, if you want to send a message to the visitor, active visitors. We have each individual Sunday school class. So let's say Pastor Buckles needed to send a notice to his class. This would work. And I'll show you how to go from there. We have just our church staff tag, which we can use. So why don't I go ahead and just go on there and show you what our options are. So here we are. These are all of the people who work in the office as staff. And we can add people to that if we want to, if we need to notify let's say a Sunday school teacher also. So if we scroll to the bottom, you will see we have the option to email them all to give these notices. And down at the bottom, you see the send button. Let's say you just want to let them know something for tomorrow. You can hit on the send button. You can set a future time. So let's say we want to tell everyone in the office, remind them that we have an appointment coming up on this coming Monday. Let's say it's just our meeting, and that's what we had put in the email. We can choose the time. So I want to remind them before they come to work at 7 a.m., and then we send it that day. And you would hit the send button. Let's see another example. Let's say we just want to send them a quick text, and we want to say, good morning, just to let you know I'll be out of the office until this time, and then sign your name. And down, whoops, I lost it. And then this text, whatever it was, we'll get rid of that keyboard so we can see the bottom. Okay, we'll try it again. Da, 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 da. And then you can choose when to send. If you hit send now, obviously it will send to everyone. Now you can also check to make sure that everyone did receive these things. So if you go up here to the menu, you can go to history. Click on that. Now this will show me everything that's been done. We can say history of emails, so we can see what emails were sent and received. Let's say it was this, let's just pretend this was the one we just did. We can see if it went through. Well, that's not working. Let's go down here and see something else. It's not showing me quite what I want. Oh, status, here we go. Let's see, did it get sent? Yes, so let's check. Check on it. That's still not doing what I want. Well, let's just say text. What texts were sent? Which ones failed and didn't go through? Which ones are still pending, trying to go through, or will go through at a future day? These are text message reminders. And you can see that I've already scheduled one for our staff meeting and our luncheon to let all of the staff know. Sometimes Pastor Buckles might say, well, I didn't know anything about it, or Dreama, because they might not be in the office that day that we discuss it. So this will make sure everyone's on the same page. Okay, let's go back to... Just hold on, buddy. Then we can go to, again, prayer requests. Let's try that. So we go back to the dashboard. We hit people. We're going to use this little button to filter, to choose the people we want to send it to. So what I do is go down to, I want to send it to members and active visitors only. Hit status, choose member. We also have a member who chose not to receive devotional, so we'll make sure they're in there. And then we'll choose the active visitors also. And this one, again, no devotion, but we don't want to exclude them from this important message. And then that's all we need. So here are those people. And if we go down to the bottom, we can send them a text or an email and say, Mandy asked for prayer. Someone is in the hospital. So we would type out that message, and then we'd hit send, and then everyone in the church under those categories would remember or be reminded of that event so that they can pray. Let's say we want to just let everyone know that we are not having church tomorrow because of the snow, or that it's going to be delayed. I would send an email, and this is to everyone we selected, or in addition to, I would send a text message just to make sure everyone got the message. So we want to make sure that the whole congregation is aware that they must provide us with their current information in order to receive these reminders and prayer requests. Now, we want to just choose Rebecca's preschool class, let's say. All tags, children's ministries. Let's see where the children are. Children's preschool. Let's say we want to let the preschool parents know something. Here are all those children. All of their parents' information is entered, and then we can send them any reminder or email that we need to remind them of the dress rehearsal or what have you. And the same for Pastor Michael. He can alert his teens of whatever he wants. Now, let's say we want to find out who my birthday kids are today, or let's say this coming week. So we would go under tags. And we're going to choose go out of here. All tags, we're going to choose the Reclaim group. Let's see if they're in here. There we go. These are all of his youth group. We click on that, and let's see what our options are with this. We want to find something out. We want to export people, but we want to choose which people. Anniversary, birthdays, download. This will give him a complete list of all the birthdays. Or we can go back to people. I'm going to filter. We're going to choose status. We're going to choose his youth. Hopefully he entered all of his youth in here and made sure their statuses were under youth. And we're going to go down to birthdays. Birthdays. Search type. Where's my birthdays? Birthday, there we go. Now I just want the folks in January. And hopefully he has all of the birthdays listed in his tag. So then we can go ahead and download that as an Excel file, or he can do a directory, or he can make his mailing labels, or he can put together a letter. The problem is when you put together this letter, it's not very personal, obviously, but when it downloads into a Word document, the format is not correct, and they have no fix for that right now. But when we download, we can choose. We want mailing labels, let's say. Now, if you had, let's say, an anniversary, you might group by family and get both of the spouses. So he gets to choose what format he wants these labels to be, the family of, just that person. He can make a custom, decide what fields he wants in there. And then he can get his list. So let's say Excel. We're going to download that. Download. And then we'll open that document and we can sort the birthdays based on order. And then there he goes, he has his list. The most important thing to remember is when you have a new visitor, you must enter their information yourself. You can do this on your own device or on your computer or what have you. So what I want to do is add a person. Now, I get to choose the fields that are going to be included in that. So if I have already included the fields that are most important, we'll put allergies on there for Rebecca. So I'm going to enter their name under test, their last name, test. We're going to say, let's say they're single, we'll put that on there. Married, we'll make sure we have their spouse. For the children especially, we want to get their birth dates and then enter that here. And for status, you would say visitor or child or any other thing. Let's say child. Child. And then we're going to go down here, select their school option, their grade, all their contact information, or their parents' information. Now, make sure that you have a mobile number in this area, or you will not be able to send texts. And if there's any area code, you must enter it, 540. You do not have to enter the dashes. You can enter just the straight numbers, and that's fine. And if they do not have a cell phone, it's very important that you put that number here, or it will try to text their landline. We need to make sure that we have the email address so we can email people. And if they do not want us to email them, but we have that address in case of an emergency, they have those options there. We must include their address. And for example, let's say Melissa Gaona, who is on the television, but she doesn't want to show her address on any directories. So we would then make sure we select make it private here. And then under legacy, if they visited the marriage class, we would put it here. And if they are a member, we have an option here to select which elder is over them. And these elders will be updated. Ministries involved with, are they saved? Were they baptized? Were they saved today in class? Make sure you make a note of that. And make sure you follow up on that. And allergies for children, make sure that we have that. and then you just go to add person. But it's very, very important that we add tags. Now, let us say that this is a child. Open that. And they were visiting for hoop school. Now, coach is going to have the option of accessing all the people tagged with his hoop school, their parents, and everyone else we entered for him. Pull up a document. He can print mailing labels and remind them of the next hoop school. This is an excellent tool. And it's important that we know that we tag in the appropriate place, because if you want to alert all of your